doesn't it? I even turned off the diesel heater.
Whoa, whoa,
Wait a
and
minute.
whoa.
Oh, yeah.
They're up there.
We're live. Yay! Welcome. Welcome to our live. I don't know how many of you are on yet, but we always like to know where you are watching from. So, not necessarily where you live, because if you're like us, you could be anywhere.
We actually mean where in your house or your rig you are sitting right now. Office, den, bedroom, couch,
Yeah.
basement.
So sometimes the comments lag, but we would love it if you would throw that in the chat so that we know that you're on here as well. So where are you watching from?
Or comments.
That's okay. We can see that there are people here. So okay, we'll continue on then, right? Yep.
Oh,
we're
there
good.
we go.
We're good. Yay!
Why did you get scared?
Because there were no comments.
Oh,
So I thought maybe nobody was on, and then I
they're
realized
on.
that yes,
They're on.
yeah, everyone's just kind of getting on here. So, hello, hey Roy, got one of our members here.
Ooh, foxy lady.
Sue, thanks for watching, even though you guys are right across the way.
I always think the author of the Harry Potter books is watching because J.K. Rowling.
Oh yes, yes.
I'm always like, oh, but actually more exciting to have J.K. Rowling than J.K. Rowling.
Right, Joe and
'Cause,
Krista.
man, she gets
Yes.
on your nerves.
And then
Always
we've got
writing.
Paul. Missed you guys by 2 days. Yes, we did, didn't we? And then Bob and Kathy. Thanks for being members, you guys, as well as I'm just losing it here.
Moscow, Idaho.
Really,
is a
as well
place.
as Jim and Lori.
Hey, you guys.
Yes, thought about you guys
Yeah,
today.
and we're still figuring out
Nathan.
the camera.
Thanks, Nathan. We need audio to come up there, babe.
You just call Nathan babe.
Well, sure.
There you go.
Why not?
We had asked Nathan before we started to let us know on audio because he's kind of our audio junkie. Ooh, would be a name of a song. Audio
Okay.
junkie. Hold
Okay.
on, I'll be back. I'm gonna go write the song.
All right. So if you are on here for the first time, we are the Border Hookups, and I'm Jacqueline,
I'm Dave,
and we love doing these lives
and we'll
because
see y'all out here.
yes, because we actually get to kind of interact and everything, and we always have fun. And he always has some smart, well, maybe not so smart comments. So
Look, this is all real. It's all real. It's just who I am.
makes me laugh
I don't know
anyway,
if that's a good thing.
most of the time. So, all right.
Timaz.
Oh yeah, Leslie and Boyd.
I hope you guys made it home safely. We were
Sounds-
following your journey there. Had a little breakdown in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully you guys made it home, eh?
One of the perils of RVing, right? Sometimes you see people broken down on the side of the road. Oh my gosh. Luckily, that only happened to us once. You noticed the TPMS started.
Yeah, our bearings almost caught on fire, did catch on fire.
Oh, okay, so twice.
Yeah. Well, there was a third time, too, that...
No.
I'm kidding.
I don't think so. There was not. There was not a third time. So yeah, we just wanted to come on today. It's going to be fun. We are going to have some trivia. We're going to talk about some fun events and things coming up that maybe you have to be there, but maybe you can be there. And then we're also going to talk boondocking today. We've just found that there are a lot of people out there that are really, nervous, and I get it. To boondock, we were too. And so we just thought we'd kind of talk a little bit about boondocking, since that is what we love to do.
We do. So we're going to answer some questions that you guys had thrown out in the past.
Yes.
Man, my glasses are glary.
And in the present. So later on, we'll open it up. And if you have questions about boondocking, then you can ask. And we've actually gone out with quite a few people who were newbies to boondocking. And I don't think it's as scary as you think.
Oh, it's scary. It's incredibly scary. It's terrifying. No, it's not that scary. We were just hanging out with Joel and Deb from Chasing Our Sunshine in Quartzsite, and they have never really boondocked before. And now they fell in love with it. I mean, Joel threw his back out, but that has nothing to do with boondocking. Yeah. That has to do with probably partying too much. But,
Sure.
but I was right there with you,
Sure,
Joel.
sure. Yeah, we were out in Quartzsite, and we went to the party on Plamosa that the escapees have, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of people there.
Status Quo's played.
Yep,
they killed it.
Yep, playing, and that's always fun to see fellow musicians who are on the road. And really, that is our, I guess, mission statement. We were just talking about it earlier, and our mission statement is really to build community on the road through music. So if you like music and you like RV traveling, we're your people.
We're your tribe. We're
Absolutely,
your gang.
we are. So we just had a pop-up concert in Quartzsite on the 6th.
If you guys haven't seen that video yet, Dave Moore. It's so weird to say Dave Moore because there was a guy in Minneapolis on CCO named Dave Moore. So it sounds like I'm talking about the wrong person, but he did some great drone shots, as did Roy. And some other people participated in giving us video because we can't video. When we do pop-ups, we almost need people to come in and video it because we are so distracted and so busy at these things. But anyway, there were helicopters flying over, and there were way more people than we thought would be there. In fact, I didn't realize, and we didn't realize how many people were there until we watched the video back, and we're like, whoa, there were a lot of rigs there. And so it was really fun. So what we're seeing is these pop-ups are really starting to grow, and we didn't know where this was going to go when we started it. We had no idea where this was going to go, and now we're starting to see the turbos kick in, which is really exciting and quite honestly quite terrifying at the same time because this thing might get away from us. But if it does,
then
we're all going down together.
That's right. That's right. I mean, the people who come to our show, our pop-up concerts, excuse me, all of you guys are just such good people. I mean, we've never had any kind of an issue with anything or anyone. You know, it's just been great. So I'm really not worried about it getting big. And
we're being a little presumptuous or assumptuous. Pop-up concerts are, for those of you who do not know, is we throw them about every 2 to 3 months.
They're free.
They're free. Every now and then we'll throw one. We have one coming up that's actually in a campground. So that obviously isn't free. The concert's free, but you have to stay there and pay for the site.
And I don't think it's going to be real expensive for that. No. And you won't have to pay for anything additional on top of that. So it would just be your stay. So if you want to go and you're going to stay somewhere anyway.
Right. You have to stay somewhere anyway. And then, but the rest of them are kind of out, like AGM, Quartzsite, Kofa, things like that.
Yeah. And so we have one coming up in American Girl Mine, and that one's on March 9th. And we're doing it a little differently in that we're asking you to register for it. It's going to be free still, so you don't have to pay anything when you register. But we just wanted to do it that way because, like Dave was saying, it really was a lot bigger than we thought it was going to be when we went to Quartzsite, and we ran out of stickers.
Yeah, we give out commemorative stickers for those of you who don't collect them or don't know about them. You get a free sticker.
And it's different for each pop-up.
Right, so we can't just run 10,000 and keep handing them out. Each pop-up gets a different sticker, different color. So it's kind of fun to collect them. I mean, we'll drive by people's rigs every now and then that we know, like, oh, look at that. They're collecting the stickers, and they put them all in the same spot, and pretty neat.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
It's a lot of fun. So we have that link. I'm gonna show. Well, actually, it's just Eventbrite, but I think you put something in the banner, right? So I'll put that on in a second. But we'll be pushing that out through our social media and stuff coming up. So you'll have a link that you can actually just go. You know, if you're on our Facebook page, you can just click on it. And like I said, it's free, so don't worry about that. But we'd like to know how many are coming, so that would be really good. I wanted to just kind of shout out Corby.
Hey, Corby.
She's so sweet. And then also Paul and Yvette. I wanted to shout them out and thank you guys for being members. We so appreciate that. So
the other reason that we're doing the Eventbrite and the registration now is because what happens is
audio's still low, by the way.
What happens is it's peaking.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know why it's low.
Okay.
It's cranked on up.
Maybe we have to talk louder.
Yeah. So one reason we're doing the registration is also that if something has to change really fast, we can't hope that people see the community page or hope they see our Facebook page. We need to let people know right away. So if I think we asked for an email also, but we absolutely do not sell our lists. No, I don't care who, unless it's over $1 million, we will never sell that list. And if it's over $1 million, we're all going on vacation.
What if it's $500,000?
I can't do it.
What?
God, I can't take everybody on vacation if it's $500,000. Where are we going to go?
All right.
Dundas, Minnesota.
Oh, true
for a
story.
weekend.
Hey, Rhodey. Yes.
There we go. Hey,
I got
Jeff.
all the Rhodies. Yeah, thanks, Jeff, for being a member and for all the comments that you make. They're always so positive and uplifting, so we appreciate you a lot.
So, wondering if you guys like our new banner. It's the whole
yeah.
CMA Awards, the rip-off. And it's our tablecloth, our banner, and
It has to be used for everything.
Yeah, we have to multi-use.
Yeah. So I wanted to also, rare Saturday Night Live chat. So when we were putting together our live, I said, it's football season, and I know there are only 4 teams left, and they're playing tomorrow, so I didn't want to take, you away, because I'm sure you would have watched us rather than football.
Right.
And then what I didn't realize is that my Winnipeg Jets are playing tonight, the hockey team, so now we kind of screwed ourselves. So don't tell me the score, because
so we're done. We gotta go. Got the game on.
We're gonna watch that.
Jacqueline asked me earlier. She said, "So do you think if we just left the game on, it would be distracting if we just put it on mute?" And I'm like, "What do you think? The TV's right here. What do you think? You guys would be getting about 0.2 seconds of her time, and when she jumps off the couch, takes out the camera, takes out the microphones, and takes out the computer because the Jets scored, that wouldn't be good either."
And it's not even the playoffs. I just get really excited about hockey. All right. Oh, so I just love all of the places that people are commenting from. And yeah, Nathan says we're way too low. I'm not sure what the deal is on that. But yeah. How about, can you guys hear us? I know maybe it's not ideal, but can you still hear us okay? Just maybe give us a comment on that. Oh, look at. So, hi, Paul. Nice to see you. Yeah, thanks for being a member. Paul. Haven't seen you, I think, on lives for a little bit. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to get the right date for that. So, moving on. I think maybe we just need to speak loudly. Oh, okay. Bob says he can hear us fine. Just turn the volume way up. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, Nathan, what are you watching on?
No, but they did say they have to turn the volume way up. So, okay.
Yeah, we're cranked.
Okay, good. So we'll move on. Pop-up concert. So yeah, we'll put that in our social media. So if you're in the area, or even if you're not, and you want to come out to a free concert and practice a little boondocking for a day or two, we will be at AGM on March 9th.
Yep. What the deal is people generally roll in on Friday night, and it's sort of a free-for-all. So if you want to come in on Friday night, usually there's a fire going. The other thing we're going to do is we've decided we need to start marking where these places are, because we just came from Quartzsite, and when we had to try to find our friends, it's like a needle in a haystack. Now, AGM's not nearly as crazy as Quartzsite, especially this time of the year, but we're going to have a flag that will be flying, a big flag on our rig now that says, well, it looks a lot like this, only it's one huge logo, but a black flag with a single Border Hookups logo. And then what we're going to do is mark the inlet. Now, if you guys come out to the show, I shouldn't have to say it, but I will say it. Be very careful when you're coming in, because the berms, when those berms on those roads can get, if they plow it, they get a little high. So watch your bed rails, watch coming in. That's your own responsibility. We accept no responsibility for anything coming in. We're able to get in, so.
And I think there are some areas where it's pretty flat, right? It's a pretty straight shot, pretty easy. So you don't have to go crazy or anything.
Right.
So.
But if you want to go crazy, go crazy. Because if you wreck your rig and we happen to get it on camera, that's a viral video right there.
Ooh.
Come in fast, take chances.
There you go. And then we have that other pop-up, like Dave was saying, in Montrose, and that will be at an RV park, and that is on June 1st. Montrose is in Colorado. Yeah,
it's a cool place. Cool place.
All right, so we're getting a lot of volume. It's loud and clear, and it's good, and so good. Thank you very much.
Are we gonna have to fire Nathan?
I don't know.
He's getting a little uppity lately.
No, he's never that way.
He's never that way.
And then something that we're really excited about, and we just kind of came up with the whole idea, is something that we have called Romp It Up. So do you want to kind of talk about Romp It Up and what it is? Because we want to build our community through music.
So as a lot of you know, I thought we were recording. I was going to restart it, and I'm like, we're live. We love Sonoyta, Arizona. Love it. It's wine country. It's cowboy country. It's hill country. It's high desert country. And so what we are going to do, and the tentative date, but it's very close to secure date, is the weekend before Halloween. And what it'll be is we're going to do a wine tour, so we'll have buses. We're going to do a brewery visit, and we're going to have live music. And it's kind of a country western theme this year. We're trying to sort it all out. We're trying to figure out, because we're going to leave it in the same spot for now every year. So every October, end of October, beginning of November, it'll be happening up there, and it's going to be a blast. Now, this one does cost money because we have to buy insurance. We have to buy
buses for wine tours.
Yep. And so this one will cost, but we're going to try to keep the costs reasonable because we want everybody to be able to attend. The first year, we're holding it to 30 rigs because we don't want to show up figuring out our stuff, as we go, and all of a sudden we have 100 rigs, and yeah,
that's true. We want to build it, but you have to start small so that you can make sure that everyone has a good experience, like you said.
Yep.
But I think it'll be so much fun, and we've kind of done something similar to that.
It's not our first rodeo,
yeah.
no pun intended. But if you've ever seen Woodstock, that's what we're going for. The first Woodstock, not the second one. The first one with rain and craziness. The second one, not burning porta potties. So there you go.
Wow.
Did I just get generational bias a little bit?
Oh,
is that
yeah,
a thing?
You did. Yeah.
Gentrification? No, that's
no, you weren't.
That's a city thing.
You. I'm sure everybody gets it. How about that?
Well, there's nobody under 35 watching right now. I don't think so. We're good.
And if you are, let us know.
Oh, and then we'll just take it on the teeth.
Jean, thank you for being a member. Saying that they just turned their volume up and they can hear us. So
thank you.
That's okay.
Okay. I'm cranked.
Oh, and
my audio's cranked.
And then Jim is asking about Island Park. So.
Yes, so we had a date in Island Park, and we kind of...
For a pop-up.
Yeah, we kind of moved it so that we didn't have to beat feet because we're playing the Grand Design Rally in Idaho.
And it's in Coeur d'Alene, and I really want to go to that area. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be super nice. So, sorry I had to interrupt because I'm really excited about that one, which is kind of why we chose to say yes when they reached out to that one, because that's supposed to be a great area.
Yeah, I've never been there. So then we're gonna go there, but before we're gonna go hang out with Mountain Beaches for a little bit. Yeah. Go hang out with Kim and Norm, and then we're gonna work our way back down to Sonoyta for Romp It Up.
Romp It Up! Woo, woo, woo! It's gonna be fun.
Harmony. Why don't you have harmony on that?
Because I'm
Romp
too excited. No thanks.
All right, we'll work on that.
No thanks. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
this is Dave.
You.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you for that and for being a member. And you guys are so awesome. Yeah, just fabulous. Fabulous. Like, we've been so fortunate with people just I don't know, being supportive. And sorry, I can't keep going because you know me. I'll start tearing and all that. You don't want to see that.
You know who you are.
You don't want to see that. So
you want to get rid of that.
Okay. And then one more thing that we have coming up is something that's near and dear to our hearts, and mainly this guy, because he grew up at a wilderness camp.
My parents managed a wilderness camp, so I basically grew up in a makeshift kid carrier, which was a canvas backpack, and cruising through the woods with my parents. And then I managed the camp for 3 years, and then I was a camper there. I was a high school kid there. I was all of it. And so we're going to be raising money for Star Lake Wilderness Camp, which is in northern Minnesota, and they work with a lot of kids who can't necessarily go to camp, and give them the experience of staying in the woods and sleeping in tents and swimming in the lake and learning how to canoe and all that stuff, learning how to start a campfire, which is becoming a lost art. So it's more important now, I believe, than it was ever before. So we're going to do a live, thank you. We're going to do a live
February 25th?
February 25th at, what was it, 8 o'clock? 7 Central? 8 Central?
I think it's 7 Central.
We'll put it in the community page. And we're going to see if we can raise some money to send some kids to camp. So we're going to do a concert and hang out and
that'll be fun because we'll actually get to be singing and playing and stuff like that, and Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Because that's what we do.
That is what we
That's
do.
what we do.
And if you ever want to find us and you can't come to our pop-up concerts or Grand Design Rally where we're playing or things like that, you can always check out our website, which actually I'll put on here. And that has a list of all of our shows. So a lot of times people will just come to our shows and show up and then make sure that when we're not playing during a break or at the end, you come up and say hello.
Please say hello. Because we'll play shows and then all of a sudden we'll see somebody walk out. Where are they go? We know them. Like, because we're playing. So between sets, if you can't stay for the whole show, come up and talk to us between the first set. And because we'd love to meet you guys. Absolutely. We were doing a live for our members. We do a weekly update, kind of behind the scenes of what we're doing. And we were at the Courtside RV show today, just real quick. Stopped in to check some stuff out, and right when we started to film for our members, these people walked by and yelled "Border Hookups," and we didn't know what to do. We didn't know if we were supposed to look over there or over here. So we stayed the course. We stayed strong.
Yeah, so we do appreciate when, you know, people stop and say hello. And it's funny because, and I tell this story a lot, so for those of you that have sat around a campfire with us and have heard this story, you know, just go on your phone for a minute or so.
Yeah.
But before I started playing music with Dave and singing with Dave, because he was a musician for so many years and I just started about 5 and a little bit years ago. And I used to say to him, don't go up to the musician at the end of their show. Don't bug them. They don't want people coming up and bothering them. And they're busy people and, you know. And he would, of course, go up and tell them, you know, great job, whatever. And I wasn't going to do that. And now I see the value in that because, you know, you're doing something, you're kind of putting yourself out there. So it's really nice, actually, when people come up and just say, hey, great job.
And the same goes for servers. Same goes for people who. It's not just musicians. It's not just us. But you know, somebody does a good job. Tell them they did a good job. You wouldn't believe how much it makes their day.
Yes. Okay. So yes. So we have that fundraiser coming up, and then I have one other thing that I'm just going to briefly mention. Because as RVers, you know, we travel and it's just like anybody else, we find it hard to stay healthy. And if you've watched our videos, you see that I'm a health coach and I give healthy tips in the videos. Excuse me. And I'm going to have something kind of fun going on in February, a chance to get a couple weeks of my health program for free, absolutely free. So if you are interested in that sort of thing, just look me up on Facebook. It's Jacqueline Hudson Coach, and you will find me. I look like this. You'll see me, and follow my page, and you'll see information on that coming up for February.
Yeah, and we have Jacqueline has some other cool health stuff getting in the works for the pop-ups too, so that's going to be fun.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, so things are going, and we're having fun doing it, and I think that's the biggest thing.
And we hope you guys are having fun coming along for the ride.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing with the Quartzsite pop-up. It was so fun.
Yeah, we had helicopters flying over. 150 feet off the deck, right over the top of our show. Yeah, watch the video if you guys get to see it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to watch.
Yes. Hey, Craig. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Craig.
Thanks for being a member. I like this comment here too, Ray. So they noticed our 260 RD. Isn't that fun? Sometimes just to see that somebody has the same rig as you. And I don't think a ton of people have the RV that we have. We have a Grand Design Reflection, and it's a 260 RD. So we just have one slide, and it's under 30 feet, but it's kind of touted as the couple's RV, and which we are.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You did it?
No, I thought it was full family, full on. Like you and Kate make 8 RV.
Oh,
no,
man.
It's really the couple's RV? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's like in the Facebook page they talk about that, and people who are good salespeople will say that too. It's a great couple's RV, and so
Paying attention.
Anyway, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't know.
You pay attention to other things.
Huh?
So
Squirrel.
all right. If anyone has any questions on boondocking, I think we're gonna go through a couple of our questions
Rapid
there.
fire. Boom, 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 boom.
So
boom.
put them in your comments. We'll watch for those. But yeah, that is really something that we enjoy most. And we kind of knew that when we came out on the road. We thought, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're not going to really stay in RV parks, although we started during COVID. So luckily, this guy had some RV parks scheduled, and they were places that still allowed us to be there.
Know.
And so we did that. But what we really wanted was to be out boondocking, and so we had a little bit of solar. By a little bit, we had like what, 290
about
or
300.
Yeah.
300 watts on the roof, which isn't a lot.
Yeah, and we didn't have lithium batteries.
No, we had AGM batteries, which can really go down to about 50% with lithium. You can bury them into the ground. We don't like to keep no lower than 20% just for safety, but we wanted to cut the tether. I mean, we wanted to, but we were afraid to cut the tether. We were afraid to get away from the power for the AC and the dump right there and the water. And then once we did, as Joel and Deb from Chasing Our Sunshine, we are not sponsored by their channel, just so you know. They love it now. So that's like,
Well,
to us, we're like, oh.
You're kind of speaking for them, but
No, they love it. No, I'll speak for them. Yeah.
They did mention that they thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yes. So anyway, we kind of got it figured out, and we don't have it all figured out by any means now, but that's generally how we live. And I'll tell you, when you're driving past places where it's like RV next to each other, not saying that everyone has to do it, because there are some great things about RV parks. We've stayed in places that we've really liked, and then you have, kind of endless water, unless your hot water runs out, and that type of thing. But, we really prefer being out. Like, our views right now are absolutely gorgeous.
Well, it's dark out.
Right.
But if it were light out, the views would be absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and then you get to have your own space. You can have all of your windows open, and you don't have to worry about privacy as much.
There's somebody looking through our window.
Our windows are open.
It's like my scary videos I watch. Now there's somebody looking through the window.
And it's pitch black out. So, yikes. Woo. So, anyway, okay.
Oh,
Deb
no.
and Joel. Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't even want to click on it.
That.
I don't even want to click on it.
You invited them in by starting to talk about them.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so a couple of the questions that we get asked the most about boondocking. The first one is, what do you do for power? I think that's the number one fear coming out. And we were kind of touching on it a little bit, but we have 1290 watts on our roof. This time of year, it can be tough. Like, we got up to about 90% today. We should be okay.
Most people struggle this time of the year because the sun's so low in the sky. But like Nathan, not to bring Nathan up again, but he has tilt, and when he camps next to us, Nathan, can you get here sooner than later, please, so we can plug into you? He lets us daisy chain off of him, so he keeps us powered up and kind of tops us off at night. And so sometimes more people have more power, and then you can kind of, if they'll let you, kind of umbilical cord off, or you run your generator, a quiet generator. If you guys are boondocking, please do not bring your contractor generators out here. I know they're cheaper, but they're loud. And get a cheap inverter generator if you can, and it makes a huge difference, and it's a great way to make friends with your neighbor.
Yeah.
There you go.
And even the other night, excuse me, we got here and we had been running our refrigerator on electric for I don't know how many hours, and so
to travel.
We were kind of low, and Dave looked around, and we have distance from other people, so they probably wouldn't be able to hear our generator anyway. But he looked around and he said, "Oh, they're gone. You can tell they're gone. Let's run it now and not later, so that we are not bothering anyone."
Yeah. Always be considerate. I always think, what would you not want to hear, and what would you not want to experience, and make sure that you take care of the people around you too.
And we have 3 lithium batteries.
300 amp hour lithium. We use Lion batteries for no other reason that's Dan Hemming did our install, and that's what he had a deal through, so he used Lion, and we're happy with them. I wouldn't know the difference to anything else.
No problems. I wanted to answer this question from Dave at day one. So he said, do you have a honey wagon? So we don't have a pump truck, obviously, but we do have the caddy on the back, and so that comes in handy. So if you were really in a bind and you totally filled your gray tank or your black tank,
Which means you're not in a bind, right? Would that be right?
I'm just gonna sail right on past that. And so, how many
That was
gallons
not
is
bad,
that
though.
thing?
That was not bad.
Yeah, no, I'm sailing past it. That means
Let me
past.
write that one. You have a pen.
means
I'm going to write
past,
that one
means
down.
beep, beep,
I want to
beep.
write that one down for later.
How many gallons is our caddy?
28.
Okay, so that could come in handy. And then the other thing is, like, so if you needed to actually just store some until you could, you know,
What?
get black water or gray water.
Okay.
There you go. That's your answer.
right.
So, and when we're, let's say, up in Canada where they have a dump station and we're in a park, but it's a provincial park, and so you really don't have a lot of amenities and you don't have sewer hookup there
At your site.
at your site. Thank you. So you have the caddy, and then you can haul it with your truck over to the dump station, which is nice because then you don't have to pack everything up and move. So yes,
Yep.
we have that.
And it's one of those items that you don't use it a lot. Man, when you need it, you got to have it. I mean, it's the difference, like Jacqueline said, between towing that little thing over or packing up your entire rig and driving it over. Now you have to make a lot of times several trips. What some people do is they have a maceration. did I
Oh
say
yeah,
that?
macerator.
A macerator pump, and they'll pump it out. I still can't get my head around it, but it pumps it out up
Do you want to
so they can
describe it a
set
little
the
more?
tank into the back of the truck, and then they can just drive the truck over. They don't have to tow the caddy, but we just hook it to our hitch, and it's easy, and it is what it is. I mean, it may take me 4 trips, but it's easier for me to do that than to hook up the entire rig.
And to be honest, with our gray, I mean, we rarely fill that up before we're on to another spot. It's usually our black tank that we have to just watch. But our gray water, we have, if you've seen any of our videos on boondocking, we keep a bucket in the shower, and that way when you're washing, of course, you turn the water on and off. You're not going to stand there. You just can't. If you want a boondock, you can't have a long shower because you just can't. So you turn the water on when you need to rinse, and you turn it off when you need to soap up or wash your hair or whatnot. So
You can have a long shower. You're just going to run out of water, and you're going to have to run into town
you're gonna
every
fill
other
your
day
gray
for
tank.
water, and you're going to fill
Yeah.
your gray tank. So you can
So,
have at it, but
it's just not going to work
Yeah.
well. So we have a bucket in there, and you collect the water that you use, and then you can use that to flush the toilet. We also have a bin in our sink because our sink is one of those deep sinks. So we have a bin in there just so we use less water when we're washing the dishes. So there are ways to really prolong things.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want
What
to
you got going on? What do you want me to?
that one right there.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Is that Gigi? Is that how I say your name, Gigi?
Hi,
I
Gigi.
like that.
I
If
do
that
too.
is, I really like that. That's,
So yeah, I know it's kind of a joke when we say on the channel like please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe, but it does help us when you subscribe. And I know a lot of times when people watch on their TVs, it's harder because but if you watch us on your phone, it's right there. But that's up to you.
Actually, it's the opposite unless you're watching shorts.
It's completely the opposite of what I just said, but that's up to you. Oh, boy.
Yeah. And then, so thank you, Gigi. And if you want to become a member, our cheapest membership is $2.99.
But we do
So-
have a payment plan for that, so you can put.
I mean, and so that is very helpful too, and that's why we, kind of like to thank our members as much as possible because it really does help. And just subscribing, even, you don't have to pay anything, but that just lets us know that you're there, and it's really important to us and our psyche. Otherwise we feel really bad about ourselves.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But did you
Thank
see?
God for
I
Dr.
had-
Phil, huh?
I had Michaela highlighted. She's watching. Did you see that? So our daughter is watching our live, and I just think that's so cool. Well, you missed it now, but hopefully she's still on.
Shouldn't you be out clubbing or something, Michaela? Shouldn't you be out partying, whooping it? Whoop, whoop.
Oh man, yeah. So anyway, boondocking. So yeah, if you have questions, and then the other question we get asked the most. Oh, why do we spend so much time in the Southwest?
Open spaces.
And
if you
free.
And free. And if you watched our East-West stuff, we talked about how, and it's not that we dislike the East. We had a blast. It was so cool. It was so neat to see new stuff, but it's tight spaces and expensive RV parks and limited RV parks and almost no boondocking that we found. We follow up with everything that we found, that we understand. The the West is just, it's more wide open for us. We prefer to just have all that space, and we're not big fans of RV parks. We stayed in some really nice ones, and we do use them every now and then to reset.
But generally they're pricey.
But they're pricey, and the money that we have saved by boondocking, you know, this year we really said we cannot be staying in RV parks because it gets so expensive.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I like free. So
free's good.
Free is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. So look at, oh, thank you so much. Joe and Krista. Aw, love you guys. Thanks for becoming members.
How'd they get a green?
Well, when they became a member. See? That's aren't you wondering why did you think I just automatically, I'm like,
technology. Kids these days.
Yeah.
Kids these days.
And Jeff says out east an average of 45 per night. Oh yeah, and we found even more. We were it was during the Hershey RV show. It was like $80 a night or something. It was more?
Almost 100.
Oh my Lord. Yeah. That's a lot of
money. And the pool wasn't even open. We wanted to go splishy splash. We couldn't even do that. We played mini golf.
Yeah.
Which we're not very good at.
True, but that was insane. Just insane.
With a capital I.
Yeah. So anyhow,
what
and
is that yellow thing?
Craig, very grateful for your weight loss healthy living program for my family as well as myself. Thank you, Craig.
Thanks, Craig.
Absolutely enjoy working with you and your family, and I'm so happy for you, and it makes me feel good. Makes me feel good because I have two of the best jobs in the whole world, and it took me until I was 49 years old to find them.
Cleaning and mowing the lawn.
And putting up with him. Don't forget that one.
When's the last time we mowed a lawn? I don't even know if I know how to start a lawnmower right now.
Well, I came across a memory the other day, and it was you with the snowblower in Minnesota. You looked miserable. It was snowing at the time, and you were just...
The best part is you can't really hear the swear words or see the swear words through the big snow mask. So that's always good, because I remember sitting out snow blowing in Minnesota thinking, God, this is so bad. What if I could turn the handles and it became a jet ski in the Caribbean? And that's what got me through.
Did we stop?
What happened?
All right, you guys, are we... it looks like people are still on. Are we frozen right now? I believe we're frozen. Because our... Okay, we got to switch. Do you know how to switch the camera?
Yeah, go to
settings.
Settings, and then go to camera and flip down.
To this?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, let's use that.
I wonder if the battery died in the camera. The battery may have died in the camera.
Okay.
But this is actually easier.
Are we okay now? Can you see us and everything?
Thank you, Paul.
Okay. Oh, yeah, look at this. He gifted 5 the Border Hookups memberships. We don't even know what to do with that. That's amazing.
I
wow.
don't know what that is.
He gifted them, so I believe that means that we can give out 5 memberships. We got to figure that out.
We do. So behind the 8 ball.
That is so cool.
Oh,
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank
okay,
you.
so we'll figure that out, and thank you so much, Paul. That is absolutely amazing.
He knows the memberships are $485 a piece, right?
That is fantastic. You know who will ask? We'll see if Michaela knows, because she's young. She's under 30.
She's all clubbing right now, so I
She's
don't have
not.
to look up here anymore, do I?
She said she just got back from the beach. You just need to look at the camera that's right there now.
Okay.
So isn't that nice? It says in the chat who was gifted. Really? This is so cool. Okay, 5 gifts. So I just have to look at that. Michaela, I still don't get it. But okay.
So you guys are watching our ignorance in real time. What is that worth?
I love it. I don't understand it, but I love it. It automatically gifts them? What? This is amazing. I want to do that. I want to gift people stuff.
We give people stuff all the time.
That's true. We do. We do.
CDs are free. Stickers are free.
Yeah. Oh, it was so cute because we were at an RV stop to dump and fill water and stuff the other day. And this gentleman
Rick.
came running up to Dave and said that he watches. And I was in the car working on some stuff. And he, Dave said, oh, here, I'll give you a CD.
And a sticker.
And a sticker. And because we give those out for free. And he gave that to him. And then they talked and the guy went off and, Dave was doing his thing. And then the guy comes back. He says, my wife says we need to give you money for that CD. They shouldn't be free. It was so nice.
Diane.
Oh.
And then I went and talked to Diane for a while. She was sitting in the truck by herself. I'm like,
Yeah.
you go to have a chit chat with Diane.
Oh.
Nice lady.
Yes. Oh, thanks. And somebody's asking now about how do you get a membership. So you just click the join button on our YouTube channel. There's a little button underneath our banner that says join. And then you look at the 3 different levels and you decide which one you think is right for you.
They really need to change that word join though, because
it should
I
be,
don't know
check
if
it
I
out.
would, I don't know if I would click on it because what does join mean? All of a sudden, what is it? So behind the join button are actually the different levels.
So yes, you do click the join button.
Yes, you do
is what he's
join
trying
the
to
click
say.
button. Click the join button.
You join the click button. You click the join button and it gives you options. That's what it is. So
it's pretty easy. Man, I feel like we're just selling today. Are we just selling?
Well, you know what's happening is we're seeing it a lot more where people are asking us to provide extra additional things and they're saying that they will pay for it because they're wanting to support us.
I get it now.
And so we talk about that all the time where people, will give us something and we are like, oh my gosh, and they say, no, we want to because we feel like you guys, or you give an experience to us. Or,
I think after yesterday, we should just hang out at the dump stations and see how it unfolds. That seems to be our thing.
Well, I was thinking about it today when we went to the RV tent show and that kid was busking. He was playing his guitar and he had his guitar case open and he was playing music, but I didn't see many people giving him money. But then again, I don't know how
interact. You got to interact.
I don't know how good he was.
Interact.
So anyway, all right. So we have one more question I think that people ask us. Oh, okay. Wait. Did we talk about water? How to manage water?
Yeah.
Well, we said gray water, but how about
save water?
Fresh water.
Save. Don't ever run the sink. This is how it comes down to. I have this bottle that we got in Vegas, this water bottle, and it was warm from the truck today when we were in Quartzsite.
Not good.
And instead of just putting it in the fridge for 10 minutes, I dumped it out. And that goes so against what I'm used to doing. I mean, even that much water, we have to pull that then back out of the sink. So not only am I filling the gray tank with water and pulling back out of the other tank with water, I could have just put that in the fridge and been fine. The other thing people ask is, well, why don't you use just bottled water? Well, now bottled water creates garbage.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I have. And so what happened here is we were out boondocking. We knew we weren't going to be getting into town and able to get more fresh water. So we had friends who were coming to stay with us and we said, hey, can you pick us up some bottled water because we wanted to make our fresh water last. Usually we have enough extra, but we knew we were getting down low. Yeah. And we shower every day. And I think that's something. Where's the comment? Well, we do, but I know his head is doing this. He'll come up with something. Watch. And so sometimes we've had comments like on TikTok. TikTok is the one place where you can get negativity. Anyhow.
Go figure.
And so like somebody commented, oh, you don't shower. You live in your RV. You don't shower. Well, we shower every night, every single night. But we take those quick showers I was talking about.
Quick.
Yeah.
Plus, our shower door's broken now, so we're not sure we can shower.
You got to tell the story. I mean, we're among friends.
I couldn't get out of the shower last night. I couldn't. I had my wetsuit on, and I just shower in, and I couldn't get out of the shower. The door broke.
Thanks, Craig.
I didn't know how to get out.
So what happened?
I had to squeeze through.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't want to tell the whole story?
I had to squeeze through. What's the rest of the story?
That I was in the bedroom, and I heard all this noise, and I was like, what is happening? So I thought maybe he was having a seizure or something, honestly, because I just heard all this noise. And I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? And then finally he's like, I'm stuck in the shower. And so I said, can I come in? And I went in and we both together got the door, open wide enough. So sorry. I hope I didn't embarrass you, but I think it's a funny story.
I'm 6'2", 225 pounds. And tonight I have to bathe in the kitchen sink, which is this big. This big. But it should be fun. We'll make a video out of it. Probably not. Rewind. Boy, that thing would go viral.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it feels good to be able to laugh again.
So your daughter is calling you an old man getting stuck in the shower.
Oh, there go those Christmas presents. Thank God we kept the receipt, Michaela.
Oh, Joe knows an RV tech that can help. Can you imagine, Joe, if I would have called you? Dave is stuck in the shower. Come help.
I'm gonna hand you a blindfold on the way in.
I think you would have run the other way.
And then I'm gonna recommend a therapist for you on your way back out.
Oh man.
Where is Joe?
Oh,
come on,
Joe.
Joe.
Krista,
Come and help us fix our shower door so we can start showering again.
He's laughing about it now. So here's another Joe. Yeah, we're not in Quartzsite anymore, but hey, you know what you should do? I keep looking at that camera now.
I know.
You should come to our pop-up concert at AGM. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
They're fun. They really are fun. It's a great way to meet people. We have had more people meet each other at pop-ups, and now they have their little group, and they travel around, and this little groups will travel around, and then they'll come to a concert, and then they'll meet more people, and they create another little group, little offshoots. Mm-hmm. That's why we do it. It's no other reason than to create community and have some fun and do what we love to do.
Oh, so somebody asked, where is AGM?
AGM stands for American Girl Mine, and it's right outside of Yuma towards California, like right over the California border. Like literally, boop, you're over it, and then you cut off I-8, and you're right there. It's right near Glamis sand dunes where they filmed Star Wars. So at least the first Star Wars. So
you're not too far from Yuma if you need
45 minutes or less back into Yuma if you need stuff.
And one thing to note, at our pop-up concerts, there are no facilities. So we don't bring in biffies, I call them. What do you call them?
Porta potties.
Porta potties. We don't bring those in or anything. So you kind of have to come out with your RV, so you have a place to go to the bathroom.
Yep. So don't come out in a car. And the other thing too is out in the desert there are no trees, so there's nothing to hide behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you notice that we're talking a lot about bathroom stuff right now? I think that's what RVers talk about a lot, though.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
The guy Rick came up at the dump station, and I'm literally dumping our tanks, and he's standing there having a conversation with me. I'm like, boy, you really get to know the YouTubers,
right?
Don't you?
Look at this!
Thank
One
you,
of our
Minnesota
members
Brian.
just gave us money. That's
Thank you
so
for
nice.
the propane fund.
Oh, you are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
See,
Yeah,
I mean,
awesome.
Yeah, I truly think that we have the best viewers, roadies, and members out there, and I think that what you put out on your channel and who I don't want to sound, but I feel like we have a positive outlook on things, mainly, maybe not always, but I think that people who watch and who have become viewers and members and friends and all of that, I think also are positive people and good people. And
we were driving through Quartzsite yesterday, and we were just talking about viewers and you guys, and I said I'm incredibly proud of our viewers. I mean, obviously we don't know all of our viewers, but we have good people. I mean, we have amazing people. I mean,
yeah, it's true.
I'll invite you guys over to a dinner any day of the week. I mean, yeah.
And we have gone out with a few people who've invited us, and we've gone and said, should we be doing this?
How many people are going to show up for dinner now after I said that?
And then we've gone out with them, and they've just been like super cool people. So it's been really nice. So I like this question. Bob asked, could a person use the outside shower to save gray tank? And yes, you
Yeah.
could. And in fact, we used to have an outdoor shower on our little bumper pull that we had. So the only problem with that is, of course, you're still using fresh water, but yes, you could save your gray. And the other thing is, that makes me think of sometimes people will dump a little bit of their gray outside, like if you're doing dishes or something like that. And it's kind of the same as when you go camping in a tent, you're doing that. And so if we're going to do that, we have biodegradable soap we can use. But I also heard somebody say, and I haven't researched this, so don't quote me on it, but they were somebody that was in the environmental science space, and they said that most of the dishwashing soap now doesn't have anything really harmful in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that for a fact, and we really don't have to dump gray water.
Right. We do it as a very last resort.
Mm-hmm.
Very last resort.
Yeah, but it is a question for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and there are two schools of thought on it, and you're going to find both. You're going to find people that say absolutely not, and you're going to say you find people that say, I don't know what the big deal is. So.
Right. I like this one. So, Kristen, I'm all for Jacqueline making me dinner. Yeah, I love to cook now. Yeah. I can do that. I'll have to make you dinner one of these days.
We're going to need a bigger dining table.
And another client, and she has done so well. So congratulations to you. You are awesome and look fantastic and feel fantastic. So good stuff. How much water do we use in a week average? Do you know the answer to that? So this would be drinking water too, because usually we use our fresh water we put it in the Berkey. We have a filter. Mm-hmm. Do we have two filters? Because we have a filter on the hose coming in.
We always have an inline filter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then a filter in the Berkey.
Okay.
So we double filter.
Yeah.
Did you look up what our holding tanks were?
I didn't. No.
I think we're on 53 on our fresh water. I'm pretty sure.
In a week,
probably
we don't use that. Do we?
3 days, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, 3 to 4 days.
I drink a lot of water.
But what I do is
I do.
What I do is I fill collapsibles with 5.3 gallons that you get at Walmart or wherever online, and I keep those always as a safety in the truck. In fact, when we came from Quartzsite, I filled 3 of them at the dump station because I never want to be sitting out here without a reserve. Yeah. Even if it's 1 5-gallon jug, I always want to know that in that truck there's extra water just to get us through the night, and I can deal with it in the morning, because the last thing you want to do is and everything goes wrong at 2 a.m, or not 2 a.m, at 10 o'clock at night when you're getting ready for bed, and that's when everything runs out. The LP goes to the power,
in the middle of the night.
Or in the middle of the night. It never happens at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when you're just hanging out. So I always have backup water.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And the reason, so we have a water bladder as well. In fact, we have a really good video. If you want to know more about those, just search for our RV water bladder. And we do use that, but the problem is, and I actually didn't know this for a while, I kept wondering, why are we not using that great water bladder we have? And then Dave said, well, we have things stored and we have to go play shows. Mm-hmm. So we have to have storage in the back of our truck, in the bed of our truck. Mm-hmm. Once you get a water bladder in there, you're not using the entire thing to fill your rig, so then you have your water bladder sitting there with water in it, and then we can't use the bed of our truck.
Right.
Unless we get water and we have people around us, and then we can, help to fill them, like Nathan, thank you, did for us.
At Bash, Nathan, he didn't need anything to go in the back of his truck, so he just kept filling his 100-gallon water bladder, bringing it back, and then anybody who needed it just hooked up to it. And what we'll do on Monday is we have to go dump trash, and I'll get water and I'll fill the water bladder, because we don't have to use the back of the truck for anything, and we don't have to worry about taking up that space. But I'll probably also fill a bunch of the water jugs as well.
And we also have that water bladder in our Amazon store, so we have a Linktree link. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but on our social media and on our YouTube channel, it just says Linktree, and if you look there, you can find that store. So if you do want to order it through us and get the exact same one that we have, then you can do that.
And our Eventbrite's in there too, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Our Eventbrite, did we talk about that we're going to put that up? Okay, I couldn't remember if we said that.
Yeah, we did. And Michaela, if you're still on here, we have a job for you.
Gotta go back to work, kid.
That's to put that out there.
Mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
That's right. That's right. These guys, okay, I can't believe it, you guys. What the heck? 35 gallons in a week they used? Okay, did you guys shower? I'm just asking. Did you drink that water? Did you have additional water to drink?
Mm-hmm.
So,
We'll wait.
We'll wait for your answer, yes. Oh, Michaela asking us a question. Okay, yeah. Oops.
But they said they went 7 days.
Yeah.
On 35 gallons.
I know.
You knew that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you're commenting on?
Yeah.
Because that's pretty good.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
They're killing it. Yeah.
That's what I
really
mean.
great. Yeah.
I'm like shocked. I think that's amazing. So, Michaela, thank you. And we were thinking about this. We have so I wish I would have worn mine, but we have a series. Oh, you did.
Sitting right here.
I love it.
Sitting right here.
We have a series out called Never Stop, and that all came about because on one of our first trips, we were at Lost Dutchman State Park in Arizona, and there are, if you've been there, those beautiful, beautiful mountains in the distance. And you wake up and you open your windows and your door and you just stand and stare at these mountains because they're so gorgeous. And we stayed there, I think, in 2020 for about 7 days. And by about day 5, I didn't even look at the mountains. And then it occurred to me that, oh my gosh, I'm getting complacent about this amazing lifestyle and these beautiful views. And so we decided right then and there that we were never going to stop being grateful. And we were going to be really deliberate about making sure that we saw the mountains, but we would never stop seeing the mountains. And so we have a line out and it speaks to that. So this is Never Stop Seeing the Mountains, that we had out a while ago. And then our next one coming out on the 1st of February is Never Stop Seeing the Beaches. Mm-hmm. So same deal, because it can be easy when you're traveling from place to place and, you kind of get into a routine and then all of a sudden you go, well, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. I'm not appreciating what I'm doing and I have to do that.
And I'll be honest with you guys about something. I purchased a lot of brewery t-shirts and a lot of band t-shirts over the years. These shirts, I love these shirts. I truly love the way these fit because I've purchased some where you feel like you're being choked out or the material's so heavy it feels like canvas.
They're soft.
And I love the way these fit and I bought a shirt at a Roger Klein, the Peacemaker show one time, and I asked Elisa, Roger's wife, I said, where are you buying these shirts? And she kind of gave us the material. So we found shirts that have the similar material. And these things, I love them. They're so comfy.
They are. Yeah, sometimes I wear mine to bed because it's just like so soft. And thank you guys. Grassroots Living said, love the new merch.
Yeah,
thank you. Okay, so they also said that they use an Oxygenics shower head. We don't have one. I don't even know what that is.
I got to write that down.
Mm-hmm. We'll take a look and see what that is. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you. See, we learn. We always joke because when we're serious about it. We learn more from you guys than anything else. Because somebody will say, "Well, remember when we got lost? We got lost in Saskatchewan one time because there were 2 provincial parks." Saskatchewan.
Oh, there you go.
They have 2 provincial parks, and we were in the wrong province. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden our cell service went out and we got lost and we sat there and we were like, what do we do? What do we do? And after we got through all of it, some guy said, why don't you just use your GPS in the truck?
He said, do you have a GPS? You should get a GPS.
And so I'm now online looking
and I said,
for a GPS. And all of a sudden I said, we have one built into the truck.
Duh.
So we're sitting here, but that's what happens. You get so focused on the problem.
Yes.
And pilots will tell you this. When there's an emergency, they get so focused on that little red light that's blinking, they forget to fly the plane. We forgot to fly the plane. So we got lost and we finally made it out, but it was not a fun day.
Lots of people like the Oxygenics. So very good. Nice. Very nice. Okay. So I think the last thing we're going to do is some trivia. And we have a cool prize. So we're going to have one Okay, people, I think there's so much information going in the chat. It's awesome. Look
We'll
at
just
this.
walk away and let it run through the
Yes.
night, and everybody can just watch the
Wow,
comments.
that's great. Um, so we're going to give away something cool today. We're going to give one away for people watching on YouTube, one winner on YouTube and one on Facebook. And the reason is because sometimes one streaming platform gets the comments first. And so we just think it's fair to give one out for YouTube viewers and one for Facebook viewers. So that is what we're going to do.
Is this the week we're doing the Shetland pony? We're giving away a Shetland pony?
No, because where would we get one from?
They're tough to ship, too.
We could ride it there.
Let's do it. We can make them dinner.
Yeah, not
on our
happening.
little pony.
No, we're going to give away a flag.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We have flags. The other thing we're going to be doing is at our pop-up concerts. We didn't know how well... Like, who would want to fly our flag? We talked to people like, you should make flags. Like, who's going to fly our flag? And then I got a flag because I'm like, I want to put it up on our rig so you know where the pop-up is. Otherwise, people are guessing which rig is ours. And, already answering.
Already answering.
He's like,
Good
he's sitting there
answer.
going, And so, we did flags and people started, I want to buy a flag. I want to buy a flag. We thought it was pretentious. We like, why would anybody want to fly our flag above their rig? And so now we're going to do flags.
Yeah.
So we'll have them limited edition or limited quantities at the pop-up.
Yeah, because what a cool thing. Can you imagine people driving by, too, when we're having a pop-up and they see all these rigs and there's music and people and then they see all these Border Hookups flags. They're like, what? What is this? In fact, we have had people walk over here in Quartzsite, or not here, but when we were in Quartzsite, and we had them walk over and because they heard music and they saw all these people congregating. And they're like, what is this? Yeah, and so we invited them in, and our viewers, our people who are there they're so kind, they just invite people in and come on, what's your name? Come hang out with us.
It's all inclusive.
Yep, absolutely. So blah 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 blah. What's the question? Okay, so yes, one what you want to do is, if you know the answer, it's gonna be easy, but the answer is not indie.
Let's try, Brian.
So if you know the answer, you're going to put it in the comments, and the first person we see who comments with the right answer from YouTube and the first person who comments with the right answer from Facebook is going to get a flag. How big is it? 3 by 5?
2 by 3.
2 by 3? Okay.
So a good sized flag, but not so obnoxious that it's going to tip your rig over. Fred Flintstone style.
I had a pencil. Did you take it?
Yeah, I'm all about stealing pencils these days. You know what the market is on pencils now?
Well, I always blame you.
I'll get you one.
I always blame you.
Yes, you absolutely do.
So it's okay. I'll just put it in my phone. No, you know what? I'll just take a picture. All I have to do is go like this and take a quick screenshot, or not a screenshot, but a photo, and then I'll have it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Stop. Okay, the question is...
The pencil's right here.
Okay, here we go. Who is our sponsor? So we have an awesome sponsor, helps us to be able to do what we're doing.
Other than our members.
Yep, and so who is that?
You gotta go to comments.
I am on comments.
You
Oh,
gotta go to
Sue, yes! Okay, wait, now it's going too fast. Sue from Facebook and Yvette. Oh, no, not Yvette. Joe and Krista were first.
Okay.
Okay, so let me get back up there. Yep. That's right, RV Life. Okay. Do you want to talk about the RV Life? What
Yeah,
we have
so
to offer?
RV Life, we signed on with them, or they signed on with us in about a year ago, October, and we met the owner of RV Life, Andy. Great guy, and he was all about community building, and he was all about kind of that grassroots feeling, and we just connected with him. We just clicked with him, and we said, you know what, he was a cool guy. He was the coolest guy, and we just connected with him, and he said, let's work together. And then so now we work with Patrick and Andy, and we love RV Life. We just love
Yeah.
them as people. We love their products. So anyway, now now we do the RV Life tip of the week with Dave. It's me, and we offer 25% off RV Trip Wizard with the code word Border Hookups.
Yeah.
So
do we have that on here? I think we do.
I think we do. But anyway, we're pretty careful about who we work with because why is that bit.ly on there?
I don't know.
Forget
All you
that
need is
part.
Border Hookups.
Forget that part there. Well, I guess that would be the link to get to RV Life. Just go to rvlife.com and put in Border Hookups. Anyway, we're very careful because one comment we get from a lot of people is do not become commercialized, which is a slippery slope to walk because what we do is absolutely not free. It costs money to be out here and buying cameras and fuel and running around filming. It's not a guilt trip. I'm just saying the end time. And so RV Life has been great to us. They help us out with a lot of stuff and they're very open to our different ideas. So if you don't have Trip Wizard, it's a great product and you can get 25% off with Border Hookups.
Good stuff.
I feel like I should have had some like background music from like Price is Right going on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't do that because I'm not the one that plays guitar. So I can't give you background music. So I could get out my drum or my shaker.
I'm going to talk over this for the next 5 minutes.
There you go. So thank you guys for being on and for listening. And I hope it seems to have worked out to do Saturday. Thanks for taking your time to actually be here on a Saturday evening. And now you can watch football tomorrow. I'm not cheering for anyone in particular. So how about you?
I'm going to say one last thing.
Okay.
And I mean this, we mean this from our hearts. I think Jacqueline will agree with me. We never thought that we'd be sitting here with 92 people watching us, sitting on our couch, in our living room, in our RV, when we started this whole adventure, and watching the subs go up and watching the people at the pop-ups and watching people meet each other and have fun and the positive energy that's coming through on all of this, literally almost brings tears to my eyes. I mean, it's amazing. So it doesn't go unnoticed. Your comments do not go unnoticed. Your positivity does not go unnoticed. And whether you're a member, not a member, you leave comments, even if you don't subscribe. Love you guys.
But please do.
And please do. I knew it was coming. But what I'm saying is we just love you guys being part of it in any capacity whatsoever. I
love your comments today. I think you're very well spoken today, and I'm super proud of you.
Webster's Dictionary. Spent the whole day looking through it.
Awesome. All right, you guys, we're going to let you go, and thank you so much for being here.
And sorry if we didn't get back on your comments. They come flying down the feed, and we try to acknowledge as many people. So we are acknowledging each and every single one of you right now. And we'll see y'all out here.
Good night to you, too.
Good night.